Hi, are you looking to build a big kick serve or improve the kick serve you have? In today's video, I'm going to show you the 3 keys and some technical things that are really going to help you build the ultimate kick serve. Hi, my name is John Craig with Performance Plus Tennis, USPTA Elite Professional with over 40 years of coaching experience, and this video is really going to help you build the ultimate kick serve. The first key component to getting a great kick serve is trajectory. So we want to get the ball to enter the court on a steep angle. And I often say to my students when they want to learn a good kick is, why does this ball come straight back up to my hand? And of course the answer is the ball entered the court straight down, so it's going to come off the court straight up. So if we can associate that with our serve trajectory and get the ball to descend steeply, you're going to get the ball to jump off the court naturally, even if you don't have a lot of spin or speed on the ball. So when you're first learning or trying to really build your kick serve, what I want you to do is come up and practice the skill of just getting as much height as you can and seeing how much descent you can get. Even if you miss the court, you're really working on getting that ball to have a nice high trajectory and then a good steep entrance into the court. Even, you can see I'm almost really just doing a half serve and I'm still getting the ball to have a pretty good jump. Mostly because of the trajectory of the ball is entering into the court, not because of the speed or spin on the ball. So the first thing you want to do is just get out, see how much neck clearance you can get at with like a half serve, and just really hit up on the ball and get it to descend steeply in the court. The second key component you want to develop is spin. And spin is going to be produced through racket head speed and the angle you take onto the ball. And we're really going to hit up on the ball and produce topspin. So we're not going to play with a half serve anymore. We're going to play with a full serve. But what I want you to do is try to retain the same trajectory you established in the first exercise. So here I'm going to go for the same trajectory, but I'm going to try to increase my spin on the ball. So that had a very explosive bounce because the spin had an explosive effect on the ball when it hit the court. So I was able to blend together the trajectory and the spin to get the nice high bounce on the ball. And once you've established both the trajectory and the spin, you want to see if you can increase the speed of the ball so that the ball has even more action on it. It wouldn't be an offensive shot if it didn't have much speed to it and it just kind of floated in and kind of jumped up. It could work against some levels, but against higher performance levels, it's definitely going to have a speed component as well. But realize that when you try to increase the speed of the ball, you're going to probably take some spin off, and you may hit the ball beyond the court, or you may lose that trajectory. So as you're working on this, continue to have the goal of getting a good trajectory over the net, 5 to 7 feet above the net, get the ball to have a steep descent, lots of spin, and try to add some speed to it. So you may be wondering, well, John, how do I actually get the ball to have a steep trajectory and get the spin and get the speed together? So in this segment, I'm going to give you the 3 key elements you've got to develop in order to get the result you're looking for, okay? So the first one you really got to have is you got to make sure you have a continental grip. And for me, I even like to go a little bit past and have a strong continental grip so that when I'm swinging up into the ball, my racket is definitely vertical and I can really accelerate and grab the ball with my strings and really accelerate and get a lot of spin. So you definitely have to be in the continental. For me, it feels a little bit more natural to be a little bit more beyond the continental, so you could experiment with that a little bit. The next key piece is ball placement. If you place the ball in the wrong area, you won't be able to hit topspin. So for example, if you toss the ball out to the right, you can only chase the ball and you'll end up hitting probably a slice serve. So the ball will have a slicing effect on it. So in order to get topspin, the ball has to be a little bit more over your head so that it becomes more natural to swing up underneath the ball and catch your topspin. So a slight adjustment in the ball toss is definitely necessary in order to get more topspin on the ball. So while I'm not a big proponent of significant ball placements for different serves, I think a subtle adjustment in the ball toss will help you achieve more topspin. So for me, when I'm tossing the ball, I try to get the ball to come a little bit more to the left from the rear view where you are. It looks like it's a little bit more to the left, so it's more above my head. And from a side view, it's still in front of me. I don't want the ball behind me. I still want it to be in front of me so I can attack forward and upward on it. But from the back view, it is definitely going to be more above my head or even slightly to the left of my head. Okay, like this, okay? And the other key is that this is going to really, when the ball gets in that position, there's only one way to get to that ball, and that's to swing up from behind it and come up and catch it. And when you hit the topspin serve, the contact point is different than your regular flat serve or slice serve. And the third key component of the topspin serve and the kick serve that you really need to understand is where the contact point is. And the contact point is going to be below the peak of your reach, because you have to make contact with the ball at a point where the racket head is still rising and ascending up into contact. So when you go to play the ball, you've got to play the ball as the racket's rising right in an area here, okay? And that can be tough to do because for many players, that point in the swing is not where the maximum acceleration has been achieved. So what you really need to do is get into a great balance and use leg drive and really accelerate upward into the ball so that your racket's moving low to high as it strikes it. And that will give you the topspin that you're after. Now, the swing path that will be the end result of this, because you're coming up from behind the ball, is a swing path that's really going to look left to right. So it's really going to swing out and away left to right as you make contact with the ball. And for me, I actually practice and envision almost having a wall here where my racket is not going to penetrate the wall by swinging forward, but it's just going to sweep alongside the wall. So you could even practice that on the fence. That will help you get the swing path you're after. And when you create this swing, one other thing that you can pay attention to is where your playing elbow is. So when I play a topspin serve, big kick serve, my elbow actually stays behind me. It actually stays behind me. And from a side view, you'll see that the elbow stays behind me. Versus, maybe a slice serve or even a flatter serve, my elbow is going to be leading me forward into contact and it's going to get forward before I go into the ball. On the topspin serve, you're going to feel as though your elbow stays behind and allows that exaggerated left to right action to really occur. You know that? And there's your kick serve. So for a review, we want to get trajectory, spin, and speed and develop those movements on the ball in that sequence. And we want to use the technical elements of a proper grip, a proper ball placement, and understanding where the contact point is, and the swing path to get the ball to have that beautiful trajectory, spin, and speed. Of course, there's so much more to learn about the serve, and we have a complete library of lessons that's available to you. It's a free private library. All you need to do is click down below, and that'll take you to our website. And our website is filled with great information to help you build your tennis game and build the ultimate kick serve. Thank you for watching the video today. Please subscribe to our channel here if you haven't done so already. Give us a like, and we invite you to leave comments. And if you have an idea or you'd like to see a certain type of video on a certain topic, please leave your comments down below. Let us know what you'd like to see, and we will produce that in a future video. We'll see you next time.